Hi, this is West Coast Baby. I'm on location in Paso Robles at the annual Mid-State Fair. And I was on my way to the fair today because this is where I get my facial lotion every year. And I had been working on getting an interview with somebody probably for the last 2 or 3 months, and it was on and off, on and off. And this individual is an incredibly busy individual, so I wasn't really sure it was going to work out. And on my way to the fair, I get this text message, and they say it's on. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. The show must go on, right? Like they say in Hollywood. So here we are. This particular individual is an amazing artist, and I was really pleased. Today was my first time seeing him live. He puts together norteño, country, blues, rock, and he comes up with what we call tejano. Some people call it chicano. So I am incredibly honored to introduce you to the king of the brown sound, Mr. Little Joe.
Oh, is that me? Thank you for your kind words. That's a nice introduction.
Yeah, you're welcome. So I'm going to cut to the chase because you've been around for a while. You're an icon. You are a living legend, and I like to say you're the it in grit, right? So tell me, of all the accomplishments that you've gotten under your belt so far, is there anything left that you would like to accomplish?
Oh, there's a lot of things that I'd like to do that are doable. I just need the time, but I'm quite satisfied and content with all the good things that have come my way. When you say I've been around for a little while, I've been on the road for over half a century, so that is a little while. And I've been very, very lucky to have gone to all the places and met all the people that I have. And I just wouldn't change anything. This journey has just been incredible, and the good thing about it is that I continue to learn from it, and I'm always ready to listen so that I can expand what I do.
Now, I had insider information. You have a brother named Gilberto?
That's my baby brother. Yeah, I'm 7 to 13, and he is the 13th.
Wow. So is he going to play a part in your band anytime?
Not in my band. He's a late bloomer. This is his second album, and I'm really proud of him. Gilbert's quite a story. When Gilbert was born, doctor told us that he may never walk or speak correct, and my brother Jim, who lives here in California, worked with him. Was his therapist, and I remember Jim just forcing him to walk and talk, and gracias a Dios, all this time Gilbert wanted to do music. He played saxophone when he was young, but I'm so proud of him that he has accomplished the things that he wanted to in life, and I just look forward to seeing him every time that I get a chance to.
was, I would say, the defining moment when you realized that you'd made it?
Oh, I'm still working on that.
Oh, no.
Oh, I mean,
You're
uh,
very humble, very humble.
well, thank you, but I'm the same guy that was out there picking cotton. Nothing's changed. And more people come to see me, and I get paid a little bit more, but I'm still the same person. So,
Quit your day job, right?
well, actually, this is my sideline. I'm a cotton picker, as I said, and
In
but
heart, right?
but you know, things about life. Change will never happen without sacrifice, and we'll never find peace without struggle. And I suppose that in our minds, we're always chasing that peace. And as I said, we got to sacrifice to make changes. And I've had my share of sacrifices, but it's been better than bad. So I'm really happy with things that worked out for me.
That's nice. Now, you sang a song, Las Nubes. I heard the clip. You played that song for during the Cesar Chavez movement, right? And I saw in that clip the energy that you gave la gente. It was a really difficult time, and it was really something for me to see. I guess the happiness and the energy that you gave them with your music to keep on going, you know. How did it make you feel at that time?
It made me feel like I need to work harder at what I do and try to contribute more because I feel that those that have a little more should share with those that have less. And if I can do it through music and bring happiness and encouragement and inspiration, I feel very grateful that I'm able to do that.
You're amazing. You're such a humble man. Yeah, you really are, and it's really coming through. I appreciate that. Another question I had.
I'm going to ask for something for being so humble and so.
We've got a lot of water right here. A lot of the artists write their own songs based on their experiences. Sometimes they write based on someone else's experiences. And then other artists allow somebody else to do the writing. Where do you fall in?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
A little bit of all the above, yeah. I get inspired different situations, different times about different things. I wanted to write a song for my dad, always my hero, and when I got a call about 10 o'clock at night that I was a grandfather and that was my first granddaughter, I don't know, I was just an incredible feeling. So I got out of bed where I was watching Ted Koppel, watching the news, and I went to the kitchen, I guess like toda la raza does, or everybody, that's where you put your thinking cap on, I guess. And I wrote Always My Hero and left the song there, and it came to me in less than an hour. And I didn't record it or anything. I said, if it's real, it'll be there in the morning. And sure enough, next day I got up and sang the song, and it was all complete. So that was one way. One of my tours, I was in London. We were downtown London in one of those double-decker buses, and I got off and I looked around, and I come from the cotton fields, and here I am downtown London, and I wrote, I see lovers everywhere, feel the magic in the air, but my heart is still with you. People chatting here and there on a crowded avenue, but my heart is still with you. I wrote that, and just there on the spot, looking around, but I came home and went for a walk. I remember so well. The moon was beautiful, big moon, and it was November, real crisp night. And I wrote the chorus, the bridge to the song, and I jammed it together. So I wrote half of the song in London and the other half in Temple. So I have no um, set way of writing. It's just whenever I get inspired. I had to write a whole album for my two brothers and myself, Johnny and Rocky, and I had to write where it would fit the melodies, all three voices, and consider the vocal ranges and all of that. You know, I had to think about that and put it together. So that was a different kind of challenging time for me. But gracias a Dios, it worked out well. And sometimes when I'm under pressure, I get things done better. But I have no real prescription as to how I do things.
The party's just getting started. Let me turn you on to the young man from Scotland, Khalifa. Hello, from the Mike Honors Band. This is Mike Honors the Third. Mike, where do we do this when he introduces? Mike Honors the Third. Give it up for Mike.
song that you wrote about your granddaughter. Now, is there a particular song or songs that you wrote that have special meaning to you?
I think all the songs I write have special meaning because I write them for a reason. Um, Even if it's for fun, that's special to me. I enjoy what I do, and if I can't have fun or enjoy it, I cannot expect my fan base or the audience to enjoy or have fun either. And for me, having fun and excitement in our lives is very important because this is kind of like what motivates people, whether we know it or not. That excitement is fuel to our souls that keep us pushing forward. So for me, it's important to have fun and have excitement.
Nice. Now, you have been a Grammy nominee, and you've also been a Grammy winner. I think it was 92, 91 or 92?
I forget, but there's 5 of them.
What was that feeling like? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the first one, of course, was dedicated to my little brother who died in a car accident, who was my inspiration, and he died at a very early age. Jesse was 20 when he died in a car accident, and when we buried him along the graveside, I promised that I would make it to the top. As I said, I'm working on that, but when I got my first Grammy, of course, I dedicated it to his memory. But the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, they all feel the same. They feel good, but the first one was very special because it was in memory of my little brother who was always behind the scene and wanted things to happen for me. And he was a really talented young kid, and that was a very special moment for me.
Now, you started with Little Joe and the Latineers in the 50s, right? That was around the 50s?
Well, my cousin David Coronado put the band together. It was just 4 kids, and it was David Coronado and the Latineers. It was 1955 when I played for my first paid job, and in '59 David left the band. He went to Walla Walla, Washington, and he was a very, very talented. He's 2-3 years older than the rest of us, and the other 3 kids were all a month apart. The August, September, and October are their birthdays, and we're just a month apart, same age. David was a little older, so he's a little wiser, and he left the group, and it became Little Joe and the Latineers, and I recorded under the name in San Antonio in 1960. And not till 1970, I changed the name to La Familia.
Now, when did you start incorporating gritos, which you're very famous for? I love gritos in music.
It was always there. It was never, I don't think about it. That's not a gimmick. If music don't make me feel that way, I just don't do it.
Right.
I mean, people think that I could just, puedes gritar, but it's the feel.
Yeah.
If there's no feeling to that, you can do it, but it's like a bad note. It doesn't connect.
All right. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to say before we end the interview?
Yeah, don't believe a word I said.
Thank you so much for your time. I'm really, really very thankful for this opportunity. I know it was a challenge to work it in, but I do understand that you're a very busy person. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Well, we have to grab the moment, and I wasn't prepared to do this, but hey, it's done.
It's done. We did it.
Let's hope it turns out well.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, this is West Coast Baby ready to sign off. It's been a wonderful time really getting to know Little Joe, and on a more personal level, learned some things about him that I didn't really know, and you probably don't know either. I want to also thank Jerry Bernal with Alamo City Star Musician Promotions, and Josh Davila, my producer, and the one who's always telling me, you can do it, Janie, you can do it. So thank you once again. This is the West Coast Baby signing off. Bye-bye. Woot woot!